Good evening, my little bulldogs. I am so excited to have a bedtime story with you guys tonight. Tonight, we are going to read Emmanuel's Dream, and this is actually a true story, so I cannot wait to share this with you guys. So, our story is written by Lori Ann Thompson and Sean Qualls. All right. In Ghana, West Africa, a baby was born. Two bright eyes blinked in the light. Two healthy lungs let out a powerful cry. Two tiny fists opened and closed, but only one strong leg kicked. Many people thought he would be useless or worse, a curse. His father left, never to return, but his mother had faith. Her name was Comfort, and she named her first child Emannuel, meaning God is with us. As Emmanuel grew, Mama Comfort told him he could have anything, but he would have to get it for himself. He learned to crawl and hop, to fetch water and climb coconut trees. He even shined shoes to earn money. Most kids with disabilities couldn't go to school. Still, Emmanuel's mother carried him there until one day she said, "You are too heavy." From then on, Emmanuel hopped to school and back, 2 miles each way, on one leg by himself. At first, nobody would play with him, so Emmanuel saved his money and bought something none of his classmates had, a brand new soccer ball. Of course, he would share it, if he could play too. Lunging and spinning on crutches his grandmother had found for him, and kicking the ball with his good left foot, Emmanuel earned their respect. Wow, can you imagine playing soccer with only one leg? That's pretty impressive. His new friends sometimes used their lunch money to rent bikes. Would Emmanuel be able to join them? His friend Goodwin pushed him so fast so he could balance. Over and over again, Emmanuel fell hard, but finally he rode. When Emmanuel was 13, Mama Comfort got very sick. She could no longer sell vegetables at the market, and Emmanuel's sister and brother were too little to work. He would have to support them. Against his mother's wishes, Emmanuel snuck out and boarded a midnight train to the bustling city of Accra, 150 miles away, alone. He didn't know it then, but it would be 2 years before he saw his family again. Emmanuel arrived full of hope. There were so many people, but no one would hire him. Shopkeepers and restaurant owners told him to go out and beg, like other disabled people did. But Emmanuel refused. Finally, a food stand owner offered him a job and a place to live. When Emmanuel wasn't serving drinks, he kept busy shining shoes. He earned money and sent it home. One morning, when Emmanuel went to buy shoe shining supplies, the shopkeeper thought he was there to beg and scolded him, insulted Emmanuel, slamming his money down on the counter. The shopkeeper apologized. Insulted, Emmanuel slammed his money down on the counter. The shopkeeper apologized, but Emmanuel would never forget. When Mama Comfort grew sicker, Emmanuel went home to be with her. From her bed on Christmas Eve, she told her son, "Be respectful, take care of your family, don't ever beg, and don't give up." By the next morning, Emmanuel's beloved mother was gone. He was heartbroken, but he knew her last words had been a gift. He would honor them by showing everyone that being disabled does not mean being unable. It was a big dream, but Emmanuel had a plan. Emmanuel had a sharp mind, a bold heart, and one strong leg. All he needed was a bike. At first, no one would help. They thought his plan to bicycle around Ghana was impossible. Then Emmanuel wrote to the Challenged Athlete Foundation, all the way in San Diego, California. They sent him a bike, plus a helmet, shorts, socks, and gloves. Emannuel started training for the long ride. He persuaded the king of his region to give him a royal blessing. He went door to door asking for additional support. Finally, he hired a taxi to follow him with drinking water, a camera, and his best friends. Then Emannuel tied his right leg to the bike's frame, jammed his left foot into a flip-flop attached to the pedal, and rode. Emannuel pedaled through the bustling city of Akara. He pedaled through rainforest, over rolling hills, across wide and muddy rivers. He pedaled past Odum Forest and plantain farms, and through the market city of Kumasi. He pedaled as trucks roared past on the narrow highways and wild animals stalked his thoughts. He pedaled through vast grasslands and into an ancient city of Tamala. He rode up, down, across, and around his country, proudly wearing the colors of its flag, on a shirt painted with the words, the Pazo, or the disabled person. Along the way, Emannuel talked to those with physical challenges and those without, to poor farm workers and wealthy landowners, to religious leaders, government officials, and reporters. He wanted everyone to see him and his disability, and he wanted everyone to hear him and his message. The farther Emannuel rode, the more attention he got. Children cheered. Able-bodied adults ran and rode along with him. People with disabilities left their homes and came outside, some for the very first time. The young man once thought of as cursed was becoming a national hero. He completed his astounding journey, pedaling south to the sea and back up to Akara, nearly 400 miles in just 10 days. But Emannuel's success goes even further than that. He proved that one leg is enough to do great things, and one person is enough to change the world. In this world, we are not perfect. We can only do our best. So I hope you guys liked this book. Emannuel kind of didn't let anything stand in his way. He kind of realized that with God's help, he could accomplish whatever he set his mind to, even though he had a disability. So I hope that you guys remember that with God's help, you can accomplish anything you want to if you're willing to work hard for it. So I hope you have sweet dreams, and I look forward to seeing you all again soon.